OJ Porteria, one of the youngest names and one of the youngest faces dito sa Philippine football. And he is phenomenal. The Juice is a player that can really turn it on, score goals for Kaya. 18 years old pa lang po yung bata na to, and he's shown a lot of promise. Crossing it in, shot, and that's in!
My brother taught me about the game. His friends told him when we were back in the States. And as being his little brother, I looked up to him, so I just wanted to be like him. And so I went over whenever he was gonna play soccer, I'd go with him. And that's how it all started when I was around 3 or 4 years old. Well, when I first tried out for my first ever travel team, the coach that was my coach for about 10 years, he cut me the first ever tryout that I tried out for. And so I was a little devastated. But the next year, I kept my chin up, and then I tried again, and then I made the team that following year. So basically, like, if you don't make it the first time, just keep working hard, and maybe you'll get the second time or the third time.
One name to look forward to, number 99, OJ Porteria.
Porteria, he's Pasho, and he loves moving in space. Great pass.
Well, 2 years ago, I came over here to try out for the Ascals. At first, like, I didn't know there was even a national team for the Philippines, so I was a little excited, and I told my mom, and she was like, yeah, you should go for it. So I had to fly all the way to California there was a tryout in California, and then I went there for 2 days. When I got back to DC, they called me that same night, and they invited me back to Manila, and then I went to Manila, and I spent 6 months trying to show Coach Wise, and trying to prove myself, and that's how it all started. My good friend Nate Berkey was telling me that he was going to play for Kaya FC while he was also playing for Ascos, and so he took me to a training session one time, and then that's when I fell in love with the team. But the thing was, I had to go back to the States because I had junior and senior year of high school to finish. And so whenever I was done with that, I knew that I was going to come over here and play for KFC.
Siyempre, marami pong mga pangalan na nawala dun sa kanilang roster, and they are leaning heavily on him to put the ball in the back of the net.
I was a little nervous getting the heads up from Coach Wise starting because it was only my second start for the national team. But you know, every game you're nervous. You don't want to mess up, so you want to work your best. You know, so I just did it like any other game. I played my hardest and I hoped for the best. And when I got the opportunity to score the goal, I just took it.
Look at this, OJ Porteria just doing a Messi on 2 defenders and playing the ball off for Chris Greatwich.
Trying to thread that through to Leo Messi inside the area, and they've got the 4th.
That's the Filipino Messi at work. OJ Porteria getting the ball near the halfway line, taking on the whole of Leonardo's team, scoring the opening goal mula sa Kaya.
Twisting, turning, gets away from Marchena. Pedro is to his left if he can pick him out. Doesn't need him, Leo Messi's got a hat-trick!
Messi is one of the greatest players in the world, if not the greatest, and he's also one of my favorite players. But I wouldn't, you know, get that in my head because Messi's in a different level, and I'm just here trying to do what OJ can do.
Porteria showing us the juice.